My father once said that the only thing that can test a man to his limit is marriage. And when I really process that information, I realized that it is all true. And also, he said there are categories in men where the married ones are of higher status to the single ones. But among the married ones, there are categories too. If you are married to one wife, you are just a mature man. If you are married to two wives, and without so much problem to talk about, that man has the capacity to be a king. Meanwhile, if you are married to three wives and there is no specific problem to really deal with, my dear brother, you need to understand, you have the capacity to run a psychiatric home. That is what my father said. I know a lot of people will say, what do you mean by all this you are putting together? Yes. You imagine the way a man or woman communicates their feeling, their upset, their intention and everything. It is more like a psychiatric patient. And I know you people might perceive it to be an insult, but I want you to listen carefully. Then you can tell me if I am thinking right or I'm not thinking right. My dear brother, if you are married and there is a case of cheating or something of that nature, then the marriage is still intact. You are a psychiatrist because you are running a psychiatric home based on the pattern at which women communicate their feelings and their mind. Just imagine your babe is asking you a question like, babe, do you really want to do it? In case you want to do something or you want something. And that means she doesn't really want to do that thing. But because you really want to do it, she really wants to do it too. But if you ask her, she doesn't really want to do it. But because you really want to do it, she is ready to do it for you. Just tell me if you are not running a psychiatric home with that statement. Think. Or probably you notice your woman loves something or crave for something, and as a man you really want to buy it for her. By the time you now point it to her that, babe, can I buy this for you, or I'm ready to buy this for you, and the next thing you hear from her is whatever, or do you really want to buy it? Meanwhile, what she meant is that she really wants you to buy it. But if you respond to the question that you don't really want to buy it, but because she craved for it, you really want to buy it for her, then if you decide not to buy it, it becomes a problem. How do you tell me that is not running of a psychiatric home? Instead of just saying, I will appreciate it if you buy it for me. Think about that too. My dear brother, what do you think about that? If we tell women now that they don't know how to communicate, or probably they don't communicate directly or properly, they will say no. And at the end of the day, if you miss it in any way, you are not mature. You are not ready for marriage. Think about it. You now tell me in the comment section if probably with this situation you are running a psychiatric home or not. Because with this kind of scenario, you cannot be normal to be successfully married. You think about this. How can you be an ocean explorer and you want to come out with the fact that you don't know how to swim? It is practically impossible. That is why you men really need to prepare so hard. Prepare seriously. Study these women and then choose the best among them for you to have that successful marriage you are craving for. May God be with you. Bye.